we just wanted a field that we could use for all weather, and we'd been practicing on this field. It was Bermuda grass, and I would have to go around the field babying it, pretty much going on every piece of grass that we could to try and avoid, and we'd never do any shooting practice in training because I'd be worried about killing the penalty area. So when they were talked about getting a turf field, it was like, this is going to be fantastic for us.
Last year we had a couple instances where it would get waterlogged. We weren't able to practice that well. We'd have to like shovel some of the water out. But out here it rained earlier and we were able to have a great practice. You can definitely notice that sometimes in the grass you can slip out some of the dirt to give. Yeah. But the turf really is more sticky. You can make some harder cuts on it. Yeah. But yeah, it's really nice. I've loved it so far. Yeah.
The rubber balls, they're a little bit, to me they feel like a little bit softer, like a little bit more cushiony. But that's not very realistic. It doesn't feel like a grass field, whereas the wood chips feels more realistic, more similar to a grass field.
Some teams will have a grass field, and so obviously if we're playing away from home, we're playing on a grass field, we want to be able to prepare for that. So having the Bermuda grass is nice, but then having our turf field is good because, you know, we want to make this our home field advantage. Yeah. And having a field like this, which is probably pretty unique in a lot of ways to a lot of places that we'll go, I think is going to be beneficial for us moving forward.
My coach told me that the new turf was going to be made out of like wood chips, and at first I was like, there's no way that could be like comfortable or safe, and I like didn't ever expect like splinters to be part of like the problem I would have with soccer. And so I was like going into the season thinking I was gonna have to deal with that, but I got to the turf and it felt like normal turf, and in fact it even felt cooler than like regular turf. Usually like when we play on a turf field with the rubber pellets, it's super hot, especially in the summer months.
One day I was working out on the football turf during a hot day, yeah. And I was working out with some friends, and then later that day I came to practice here and it was significantly cooler. I could tell my cleats weren't like heating up.
Well, we were kind of new to all of this, to be honest with you. So I know that the football team had already put a field in place, and obviously we were looking at a field too. The infill, so that was the big thing, because we were really didn't want the rubber pellets on the field, just because of the heat and because of the, you know, every time you strike the ball you get the pellets kind of coming off the ground, and goalkeepers especially, we just wanted to try something different, which is what we did.